Okay, let's give him a big round of applause.
All right, I'm grateful that you could all come. Some of my clients at the office and my new partying group from Cancun, which I'm really just had such a great time meeting you guys. And thanks for coming out. Any of the others that don't know, welcome. Why am I talking about this subject? Well, hey, I'm getting older, and many of us are getting older every day. So I'm also currently on a new mission on how to improve our brain health as we get older. A lot of people ask me, Derrick, you're 61 already, and when are you retiring? I said, well, I'm not retiring. I think that's a word that was developed back in the early 60s for those people who wanted to retire. But I have a motto right now, my next 20 years is going to be my best 20 years. So, that really means taking care of your body and your brain. And so I'm going to share with you what I feel, are the most important nutritionals. And I have put them in a particular order for a good reason. And that's because, we can't all necessarily afford to buy, 10 different supplements or something like that. So there are some super, super important ones that I'm going to start off with that we can all start off with, I'm sure, if our health is important to us. And then we can add on as we like to. So my topic is how to optimize and support your aging brain. And we'll see if I can figure this guy out. Green button?
Green button.
Green button. All right. So what do we really know? Well, some people believed in the past that once we got old, old dog can't learn new tricks. Well, that's completely false. It is now proven, doesn't matter what our age, as long as we continue to exercise our brain and move our body, our brain will continue to actually grow new brain cells and complete new neural connections. So there's also specific nutritionals that are now well documented, well researched, that USANA has and other companies. But as Sheila was saying, these are pharmaceutical grade, proven to be bioavailable, will cross the blood-brain barrier and provide our brain with exceptional nutrition to prevent degeneration and aging. Some of us start forgetting things. We go up the stairs, what would I come up here for? That kind of thing. There's also new methods, neurovisual training, which is a fairly new thing. At first it was started out with high-end athletes to improve their peripheral vision and to improve their reaction time. So NFL quarterbacks, hockey players, they started out with that, but now it's available to the general public. I actually brought my demo machine here. I can show it to a few people, but if you're really interested, approach me afterwards. And something else people don't even think about, chiropractic care. Well, I thought chiropractic care was for the neck and low back and headaches and joints and ankles. No, chiropractic has always been about connecting the brain to the body. All right, so we'll change a few ideas there for some people, I'm sure. Okay, the brain function and B vitamins. So I start off with this because, if you go to a medical doctor, and your little cloudy brain or you're a little forgetful, they'll say, oh, supplement with B12. Well, that's great, but they're actually missing about 7 other vitamins. So B vitamins are crucial to preserving your mental capacity. And currently, our aging population, they don't eat well enough, and most of them don't supplement because they're unaware of the benefit. I like this saying, we have all that. USANA scientists have developed products that are guaranteed to work, that are proven by science, and they're included, in this particular case, in the antioxidant formula. All right, they're all there. For the USANA associates here, I want you to repeat that. We have all that. We do. We have all that. It's all there. Second most important nutritional support, I believe, for the brain is essential fatty acids. All right, so Omega. Some other things I didn't necessarily write down on here, but I'm going to include them. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for anyone who've ever eaten French fries or a hamburger. Anybody here ever eat those?
Nope.
Okay, why? Well, hamburgers, French fries, they have omega-6s, omega-9s. Those are your LDLs, the heavy fats, the fully saturated fats. Well, the omega-3s, they can balance that for you, and then your liver can process and expel those heavy fats. But you need omega-3s to do that. All right, so if you don't have enough omega-3s, fish in your diet, it's essential. You have to do it. So that's why I put it as number 2. Also, studied, improves memory and learning. Okay, so some people ask, well, can essential fatty acids cross the blood-brain barrier? Yes, obviously, your brain is about 70% fat. So, yes, required. Okay, brain health benefits. I added vitamin D on here. Many of you were at the last presentation. I talked about how vitamin D can block viruses from entering your lungs. And we all went through that for 2 years. So guess what? Vitamin D is also linked to healthy brain. It's also important in your gut. It's required to make melatonin, which helps you sleep. But studies show people who just take vitamin D alone decrease dementia. It's actually a treatment which is more effective than a lot of drugs that are out there. Interesting, right? So, here's a quick study. 2000, just this year, showed taking daily vitamin D supplements staves off dementia in adults. That simple, all right? 40% fewer cases of dementia reported in those who took the vitamin. That's simple. Take your vitamin D, folks. All right? Take a high quality one.
Derrick, how
Yes.
much do they recommend?
Minimum 1,000 a day. Minimum. Most people in North Dakota and Manitoba are vitamin deficient, vitamin D, because we're either bundled up in the winter, we don't get the sunshine, or we're applying sunscreen in the summer. Right? Dr. Wentz said 15 to 20 minutes with no sunscreen, as long as not high noon. Right? Get that sun exposure to bare skin, and then apply your sunscreen. Okay. But yeah, so you can get your blood levels tested. You can argue your MD to do it with your MD. They don't like to do it on a daily basis, but you can also get it tested, through various laboratories. So myself, I actually take 4,000 a day. All right.
Can you take too much vitamin D?
Yeah.
You can. I'm sorry. You can, but there's never been shown in Canada to have a vitamin D overdose. You'll start showing some symptoms before that. It's still going to be pretty safe, 3,000 to 4,000 a day for the average individual. Okay. On that note, people ask me, what vitamins do I take? What do I consider the most important? So the ones I'm going over, but I also take glucosamine, so the Procosa product. And why? Okay, short story, 61, I decided to take up triathlon, 3 years ago, all right? So I had to learn how to swim. Now I can swim 2,000 meters, not a big deal. It takes me 45 minutes. I did the long course, 90-kilometer bike ride. That's 3 hours on the bike, and then a 20K run. That's the tough part. But you know what? I feel better now than I did, 3 or 4 years ago. I had to give up baseball, beer, and burgers. But that's the truth, And then people often say to me, Derrick, do you ever take a day off of work? Well, not from illness. I've been taking the vitamins for over 24 years. I have not missed one day due to illness. Okay? And some people say, well, it's not healthy. I still take holidays. But I've not been sick and had to call in and cancel my patients because I was sick. So there's something to this. There's absolutely something to this. So I threw the proflavanol on there because it's vitamin C, and vitamin C crosses the blood-brain barrier as well. And guess what? It's just a super antioxidant. They've known that, Linus Pauling, right? He discovered this, and he said vitamin C is one of the keys to longevity. He said that, 60 years ago already. So it's still true. Kokono. Yes. Where do you get your energy, Dr. Fred? People ask me that all the time. So I go swim for 2 hours Sunday morning. I come back and I ride my bike for an hour and 15 minutes, and then I go play hockey. And then people go, how do you do it? You know what? There's something special about coenzyme Q10. It just doesn't prevent disease. It just doesn't help reduce cancer, but reduces oxidative stress, reduces the risk of heart disease and neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Proven. It works. We just have to take it in this concentrated formula. Pure rest. You know, people sometimes, I worry about our younger generation, to be honest, with the cell phone technology and the devices, because their studies are showing our teenagers are only getting 5.5 hours of sleep. Not good, right? Now, I'm not saying Pure Rest is going to save them from that, but if we have trouble falling asleep, Pure Rest is a great supplement with melatonin, because it's all natural, and it may just give us that boost to get that extra sleep where we may wake up once or twice in the night. This will likely get you through that, thereby giving you deeper rest and regenerating the brain. The brain needs to shut off, and the sleep time is when our brain literally does shut off and regenerate. It reorganizes all its thoughts. Anything you learned during the day, it repackages and sets it aside in a special area, and then it doesn't become confused and lost. So sleep is crucial. It should be a vitamin. You know, we could just say vitamin sleep. It would be a good idea.
Derrick?
Yes.
McNamara, when we wrote these,
Yeah, that's a
really
good one.
pushed this because it really helps the mitochondria big time. He said people don't even know that.
Well, melatonin, I think in general, our body just needs the rest, and that's the time to recuperate, including your mitochondria, the cells, every organelle in your cells. So the mitochondria, for those people who aren't aware, that is the part of your cell that makes the energy for your body to run. So if it's going to help the mitochondria, it's going to help your body run, give you more energy as well. Does that make sense? Poly-C, well, I put it up again. That's how important it is. Okay, it's studies improving memory, executive function. That's decision making, planning. How are things going to work in the future? Shirley and I were talking about, well, what are we going to do in the future? You know, that's all executive function. If I do this, then what's going to happen? And if I do that, then what's going to happen, right? So older people who regularly take vitamin C have fewer symptoms of cognitive decline. There it is again. Are you guys worried about cognitive decline? Okay, I'll add this on to you. You know, if we've ever gotten drunk, vitamin C helps restore the oxidative damage to our brains. So, you know, I was really disappointed in the alcohol at the all-inclusive though, because I had 10 drinks and I never got buzzed. You know, not that that's my normal, but I did go to the gym every day. You guys saw me there, right? Okay. Brain health benefits, Magna-Cal D. The crucial part of this is actually magnesium, okay? And here's the sad fact. Many people are actually magnesium deficient. And guess what that leads to? Depression, anxiety, irritability, brain fog. Magnesium and balanced with vitamin D is shown to have the same, if not better effects than antidepressant drugs. Yes, without all the weight gain and the side effects. By the way, the side effects of antidepressant drugs are depression, anxiety, irritability, and brain fog. Yes, it's a fact. You look on any label of any of those antidepressants, and it will show you the side effects are the same as what they're trying to fix. Sad. So I have a couple of recommendations here. Obviously, take a high potency multivitamin and mineral, full B complex, full complement of essential trace minerals. That's number one. If you're not doing it, please start for your own health. vitamin E is included in the antioxidants. It's a super nutritional that prevents the degradation of your actual brain, like the physical degradation of your brain. But guess what? USANA Associates, we got that, right? We got that. Essential fatty acid, absolutely, without a doubt, probably the most research in how it benefits your heart, your cardiovascular brain system, all of that. We mentioned earlier, reduces the LDL, and it reduces stroke. We just touched the surface of it. I could do a whole presentation on that. After the age of 55, they have Copaprime. We have Copaprime, which is a special supplement which has Bacopa, Mineri, again, proven to help the brain. And I put it up here. Strengthens neural pathways, maintains brain health, supports focus, information processing, reaction times, memory, and learning. So, other anti-aging brain strategies. Well, learn something new. Learn how to swim without drowning. That's a good one. Dance. Shirley and I are talking about taking up some dance class. Maybe bachata or something like that.
I know where you can go.
I even said, how about square dancing? She says, isn't that for old people? I said, no, like whenever you get your brain engaged, right? It doesn't matter. Ping pong even, because it's hand-eye coordination. Learning music, pardon me?
Pickleball.
Pickleball. People are loving pickleball. I don't want to go there. I hear it's addictive. Learn a musical instrument. So I took up learning the bass guitar. So that's a lot of fun. Learn a foreign language. I practice French, and I'm wanting to learn Spanish. Learn things that are outside of your normal realm. Read. Reading is just, pick a good book and read. It increases your vocabulary, stimulates brain, memory, all kinds of things like that. So, the